Hello.
That was a good one. That was amazing.
Welcome to Literally Wasted.
Very Greatest Showman vibes.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
That was intense. It was intense. It had to be. It had to be. This was an intense book. Cinematic. That's right, Stephanie. Welcome everybody to Literally Wasted. This is our live book discussion for August, which is happening in September because sometimes
life just happens.
you just gotta do things. But we are here. It's finally happening. And today we are talking about an absolutely remarkable thing.
Yes.
By Hank Green. It's about time we got to this book, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what Alex is saying. And joining us is Kathy and Alex. Woo! And Marianne will be joining us shortly, but her kids have soccer. So soccer, then book club, which is a reverse order of priorities, in my opinion.
I think you mean kids, then book club. Still the reverse order.
Yeah, reverse order of priorities. But hey, everybody. Good to see everybody in the comments section. Who we have? Kristen, Christopher, Brandy, Stacy, Jennifer, Carrie, Kira, Adrian, Sean, Heather, Jeff, Sean, Kent, Stephanie, Sean, Brandy, Stephanie, Brandy, Doug, Sean, Tiffany, and Stacy is here for now.
That's Jeff's on gummies. So it's a good time.
Gummies?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, fiber gummies. I was about to say we're about to get some. We're about to hit Jeff Unhinged today, and I would pay to see that. I want to see that. We should all do that. I know that we had. So if we do have any new people in the chat, say hello. I know that Leanne was doing the good work out at Dragon Con and handing out literally wasted bookmarks. So if you're one of those recipients of a bookmark and you decided, hey, I'd like to see what this is all about, let us know in the comments and we'll say, hey, and shout out your name and make you feel super welcome so that you can never leave.
And she might not actually be here tonight because the con gave her COVID.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The COVID con crud.
Been there.
Yeah. That's pretty much, if you go to Dragon Con, there's like a 96% chance that you're going to get something from it.
Well, yeah, I haven't been to Dragon Con, unfortunately, but I've gotten COVID at a neuro conference.
Yeah.
It's
when
any
you put
con.
10 million people in a room, you're going to spread some stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just part of the joy of Dragon Con.
Yeah.
But yeah, so any new people, welcome. I hope you didn't get it either.
Yeah.
Tiffany. So let's talk about it. Let's get into an absolutely remarkable thing.
Do you want to explain the sound effects that people are probably going to hear
that
a lot of
was
tonight?
absolutely remarkable.
That was absolutely remarkable. It sure was. They just
Can I just say one of my favorite things when I read this book, which is not a spoiler at all? The title is like on page 3. Like he drops the title so early, and I'm like, all right, I don't know. I don't know if it's literally page 3, but it's like incredibly early in the book, and I'm just like, well, there it is. Okay.
He drops it once and never again, but it's early.
But it's like right at the beginning. And I'm like, all right, you got your title out of the way.
Page 4.
Yeah.
4.
Actually.
Okay. Yeah, it's very early in the book that it's like, this is the title of the book. Here you go.
Here it is. So just in case you somehow thought you got a swapped content and book cover, they match up.
It is in fact the right book.
Which is good. It's helpful. But let's do our quick summary thoughts, and we are gonna eventually spoil this.
Wait, we need to say hi to Lydia.
Oh, hi.
And her middle school book club.
Hi, Lydia, and your middle school book club. Greetings to all of you. Thanks for watching.
How we felt?
Quick. How did you feel about this book? Go, Christy.
I love this book, and I have already borrowed the second one from the library, and I'm going to be starting it tonight.
Well, okay, dokie.
Yes.
How about you, Alex?
I loved it. I'm pretty sure I put it on the suggestions post like 6 times. And I was like, Christy picked this book. And then we finally and I had like 5 seconds of excitement, and then I was like, man, everyone's gonna hate this book, and I'm gonna like get them to read it. And so I'm glad people liked it, but I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed it the second time around too. When I read it the first time, I got it. I don't remember what the theme was, but it's like a monthly bookstore thing of like each month you buy a book in this theme, and at the end of the year you get a whatever. So for some reason, sorry, I'm losing my voice. For some reason, I got this one, and literally the day that I finished it, it was like 10 p.m. and I messaged the bookstore who wasn't open, but I was like, I'm going to need the second book tomorrow, please. And I went back the next day. Oh no, I froze.
You're back.
I'm back. I'm back on my phone. I'm not on my computer.
Yeah, we heard you the whole time, so that's good.
Good, because it's frozen here. But yeah, I went and bought the second book literally the next day. And then I was like, well, got to keep going, because I was not content with that ending being like, oh yeah, I'll read the other one eventually. I was like, I need to know tomorrow, please. So I enjoyed it a lot.
What about you, Kathy?
Yeah, I agree with all of what Alex said. I read the second one pretty much immediately after the first one, and I think the whole story together was really good. I enjoyed the first one enough. It was probably maybe the second or third on my list of ones that we've read in the group since I've been here. I probably liked it a little more than Alien Clay, but I mean, they're just completely different styles. And I enjoyed reading something that's technically sci-fi and it had that sci-fi aspect to it, kind of always in the background, sometimes in the foreground, but mostly in the background. But then kind of really focusing on like how to build a brand and some things that kind of thematically tie in with, I don't know, some stuff that's been going on like just around the country, kind of the vibes and like politics and whatnot. But it was, the whole thing was just really interesting to me.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed this book. It was a fun, quick read. I mean, it went by quickly. I think it was relatable. It was. When was this book written?
I don't know.
What
I think
year did
COVID.
this?
I think it was like a COVID book.
Was it a COVID book?
That sounds right.
Because it was
first
2018.
trade paperback printing is 2019. Yeah, so 2018 is the copyright.
2018. So pre-COVID.
Yeah, and the other one was not that long after it.
And so this.
Yeah,
and
the
I
other
felt
one
it was.
was so.
Oh wow.
So they were fast.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty. It was pretty relevant. And I guess that makes sense, seeing as how it was written fairly recently.
Yeah. Well, and I'm interested to know how you felt about it, like you working with social media so closely.
Well, there's only a certain level at which I can relate. I'm not like a ultra mega tier 4 superstar like April May, but it was, knowing that Hank Green is also a YouTube personality and like a content creator and somebody who has found stardom that way. Like it's interesting, like sort of getting that perspective. But I enjoyed it. I think the story itself was engaging and exciting, whether or not I agreed with certain character motivations and decisions. But I thought it was a fun book. I thought it was a thought-provoking book. And on the whole, I enjoyed it. Yes, there is a kitty right here.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Which one do you think it is?
That little one?
Little one.
But Hank Green. Thank you, Christopher. You're tier 4 in our hearts. I'm like barely tier 1. But that's true. I did. But yeah, I think I'm happy we read this book. I think that I've been meaning to pick this one up, and it certainly was a good read.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying that, so we can talk about something.
While I was reading this, I got the same vibe from this book that I did from Ready Player One, and I mentioned that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mentioned that before with a group of people, and they were all like, no, definitely not. But I want to know if anybody else felt that way. And I think it's like the quest completion thing, and then like working solo on these things, like trying to figure out the puzzles and then like doing it as like a wider group. I just felt it just felt the same to me.
That's really interesting. And I kind of feel like maybe I need to go back and try Ready Player One again, since I liked this book enough. And because I started it a while ago and did not finish it. Like I didn't get very far, just didn't enjoy it. But yeah, just thinking about like theme wise instead of just like the details of plot, I might like it.
Okay, there's a couple of you out there that agree.
Agree with Ready Player
Yeah.
One.
I mean, it's nothing like Ready Player One. Like they're totally different stories and everything. It's just the feeling was the same for me in reading it.
So I think we got a discussion happening in the comment section about April May
As a person,
basically being kind of a bad person and an insufferable character. But Brandy said she qualified that statement with, "I appreciate how she was written." Jennifer says she annoyed me. Jeff said she's insufferable. Tiffany says, I thought it was interesting how quickly April became addicted to the attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what's interesting is
Stephanie
that
says, yeah, she sucks.
April May would agree with all of you. Like, he also thought she was insufferable.
Yeah, the quest to unravel the mystery was a little Ready Player One-esque.
Mm-hmm. Carrie on Discord said, I finished this last night. I like the themes as a thought exercise, but really struggled with this writing style. I found April insufferable, and all the little wink, wink, you already know what's coming moments are driving me crazy.
So there were a few times where I found her a bit annoying and insufferable, and I found like some of the decisions that she decided to do kind of irked me. It was like, stop being stupid.
Yeah, I mean, and she would agree with you.
But I can lend that perspective of, oh, hi, little buddy. There's Benny about to get swatted by a cat.
They're really, really cute, actually.
But I can kind of relate. So somebody mentioned the addiction to social media. That's a real thing.
Well, and not just social media, but the attention you get from
the
social
attention.
media. Yeah.
Right. So, that being my job is to make content that people engage with on social media. Like I can definitely relate to that sort of like dopamine roller coaster that you get from like, I gotta post. And then if it does well, like, hell yeah, but it only works for like 2 days. And then you gotta like post again. Alex is
She's
here.
joining. I'm rejoining because my computer doesn't want to do this at all.
I thought it was really fascinating how the book was written by her character and it was for an audience that already knows the history. And I thought that was a really interesting way to write this book.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I have feelings on April May because I think, but I don't blame her because like the little like, but you know what's coming, like she's assuming we know what's coming. So it's like the way the book's written, it's on us that we don't know because she's like the most famous person in the world. So like everybody would know. But also she was like literally nobody, did basically nothing, and then became like Taylor Swift level famous with no like working up to it. So like I wouldn't be a good person either. Like I would have no idea what to do with like, I made this weird video at 2 a.m. I went to bed and now I'm famous and I have like $10 million and everybody hates me on the internet or loves me on the, like, I would also be awful because I would just be like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't know what to do. So like, I didn't like her, but I didn't like the concept of her, but I think she was well written because anybody in that position would probably be terrible because they just wouldn't know what to do and probably would make terrible choices.
I think that I might have been like sort of biased against April and Andy from the beginning, because like of the type of people who they were, basically. Like that, they were like this fresh out of art school, like I'm a like kind of pretentious. I'd rather be at art galleries than whatever. And
yeah, they were. Or she was, at least.
She was, and like that I was like, I rolled my eyes so hard at like their characterizations from the outset that kind of, I think, influenced my my perception of these characters throughout. Because I don't, it wasn't, to me, it wasn't necessarily like good wholesome person gets stardom thrust upon them. It was already like somebody who's kind of delusional gets stardom thrust upon them. But aren't most people fresh out of college? Sure, I probably was too. I might be Steven Spielberg. Look at me now. But yeah, so like but it was like, it was interesting to read it and like knowing how I felt. I didn't hate her. I thought she was a good storyteller. I appreciated the writing style. That didn't turn me off or anything like that. It was just sometimes the characterizations of just like,
Yeah. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. For anybody, this is not a spoiler, but if you didn't like April, but like want to know literally anything else about the Carls or anything, like the second book is not like an April story. It's like each chapter is by different characters. So like you get a major, much needed like April break after like 300 pages of her monotone the whole time, her monologue like the whole time. And then it's like, oh, look, new characters and new insight. Great. So if you didn't like it, read the other one anyway. Mm-hmm. And if you did like it, read the other one.
Read it. Hank Green is here. Everybody, no, he's not.
I tried to get him to come. So we'll just pretend.
We moved the date around several times. He was probably like, I can't keep up with this. I'm out. But yeah, so I mean, April is a character. I mean, she had a lot going on, like, and she was definitely a fish out of water in the story. After making this video, she got like one of the best agents in the world, and like, she had this personal assistant. She was getting money all over the place, TV interviews, and she was just like sort of whirlwinding around. So I can understand kind of being, I guess, caught with your pants down, and just kind of have to go with the flow. She broke up with Maya.
Well, she started the story with some baggage and some bad habits.
Yeah, that was just a personality thing.
Yeah, that was harder to forgive.
Yeah. Like it would have taken you 2 seconds to send a text and be like, hey, doing good. Yep. And then she did it for so long that I was like, you're terrible.
Mm-hmm. But that was, at least it was consistent throughout the story. Like even at the end when she's like, somebody's telling me to get out of there, but I'm going to ignore them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yes, she should not have done that. And it was really annoying. But also, I've been in the situation where like I read a text and I'm like, I can't answer this now. I'm going to sit on it. And then I would usually forget about it and then feel like a terrible person when I remembered. But like I get like waiting if it's something heavy, especially when she's having like these world changing things happen like all around her that she's like in the middle of.
Adrian says she was well connected in an unrealistic way. Her friend has an agent dad. Her girlfriend is smart enough to solve stuff, etc. Her friend was a lawyer dad, wasn't he? He was a...
Yeah, the dad, Andy's dad was a lawyer that like somehow got them an agent.
Well, he was like the lawyer for the agency, I think.
Yeah.
Or he worked with that agency before.
Look at Jeff double dipping. But yeah, she was pretty well connected. I mean, she was doing okay, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You're right, it was unrealistic, her connections. But I also feel like with the like instant fame that she got, like she was gonna get some good connections real fast there. It just happened way too easily for her.
Oh,
also, I wish I had a Robin.
Me too.
I would really, that would be helpful. I think everybody deserves a Robin.
Batman always needs a Robin.
Yeah. Robin was a good character.
Yeah. Robin was, I just really want that.
I don't think that person exists in real life.
Probably not.
I think that's probably the most fictional part of the story is that we had aliens coming down and all that stuff, but like a Robin existing in the
Mhm.
life is
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
that's not a thing. And he never got a thank you.
No.
No.
But Robin, or the will. I mean, there were so many potential love interests for Maya.
Yeah.
Not Maya. April
April, yeah.
throughout this book. She just seemed to be attracted to lots of people.
Yeah.
But oh, well, look who's here, everybody! Give a warm welcome to the one, the only, Marianne.
Woo!
Sorry for my lateness.
That's okay. Just to catch you up, we're talking about an absolutely remarkable thing.
Yes.
That was a really good recap.
Oh, yay. Awesome. Yeah. When I ran in the house and like turned on the computer, and while it was booting up, I was like, let me run and find my book. And I can't find it. And all I could find was what I'm in the middle of, which is
The lookalike book.
yeah.
Well, what did you think of an absolutely remarkable thing? Let's go back to your like quick thoughts.
Oh, okay. Quick thoughts are, I think like a lot of other people on Discord, I got pretty annoyed with April. But the story I thought was really cool. I thought that there was a lot of aspects to it that felt really different to me that I hadn't come across before in other books. And my favorite part was the dream, this idea of like experiencing an event together. So that definitely hooked me. The ending was very dramatic and hooked me. And I will say I am maybe like a third to almost halfway through the second one and really enjoying it.
When
Nice.
did you start the second one?
A few days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of putting it off and reading other things, thinking, oh, if I get to be on this discussion, I didn't want to get them confused. And then at work one day, Kathy told me, don't worry, you won't get them confused. There's enough.
It's very
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one's like a prologue to the main event, which is book 2. I feel
Oh,
like.
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you said to me too. And I was like, oh, okay, that, and so, and I've really enjoyed it. It gives a voice to other people. And Kathy's been in like seminar conferences all day this week, and I haven't gotten to go up to her desk and been like, hey, and like bother her at work about my thoughts about the second one. So, but I will.
So it's funny you should mention that because we were talking about how annoying April was. So why do you think she was annoying?
She came across to me as really flighty and not real considerate of others. I thought that she was okay at being somewhat self-reflective and honest about how she was. I thought she was somewhat thoughtful in how she was approaching her sort of like position. But there was a lot there that I found like really callous and not just not considerate. And that I'll forgive a lot of things, but being inconsiderate pretty consistently is really tough to get along with. So that is probably what made me find her the most annoying. How about you guys? What did everybody else say? Well, what did I miss?
That seems to be a character flaw that comes before having stardom thrust upon you.
Yeah.
As being inconsiderate. I mean, yeah, we were just talking about that she just makes stupid decisions. She's impulsive.
Yes.
She's not good with other people, like even like her friends and relationships and stuff.
Yeah, I ended up liking everybody else in that group and not her. Yeah, I think I liked everybody else. Like it was like their personalities and take and sort of thoughtfulness and everything was a lot more palatable than she was.
I also found it to be a little tropey, I guess, like some of the like ways that she was kind of avoidant or impulsive or whatever. I felt like it's like a character I've seen in other TV shows or movies where I'm like, why didn't you just like tell them, or why didn't you just like wait a second, or like, you
Well,
know,
it's better if it's live.
Yeah.
well, that's literally wasted, right?
Yeah, I feel like especially with like her in relationships with other people, that it was probably, I don't know, it felt kind of tropey and exaggerated to drive the story of like how building a brand and marketing yourself can kind of, if you go overboard, like turn you inside out, I guess, like focused on just yourself, but taken to the extreme, which I don't know how realistic it is. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is, but
Yeah,
that way.
I bought into that part, I think, of like, well, it was, I think that in combination with like when there was this sort of us versus them that was created with the other guy,
Yeah,
Peter Petrenko or
Petrowicki.
whatever.
PP.
Roki.
That whole development like was a little too close to home for me. It was like
that, yeah. So that's what I was talking about when I mentioned that, just like thematically, some of this kind of felt like real world events. Like one of the places that I marked in the book was, here's a quick overview of what happens when groups of passionate believers start to define themselves in opposition to others. So instead of like defining yourself or your group by like, what are your values? What do you believe? It's defining yourself as being in opposition to something else specifically, and how they, you know, went step by step, or actually like, I guess like 4 different stages maybe of like what that turns out to be like this is actually really relevant.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was
in a lot of ways.
it was like a horrifying sort of psychological breakdown of the phenomenon in which we are currently like living in. So that was fascinating to me, and how sort of like spot on it was. And it was written in 2018, so it's like, you know, it's not like it was written in like 1941 and it was like,
Right.
whoa.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I thought that was it's something that I had never really like considered or analyzed or whatever. It was just something really interesting to see how that like broke down and how it was explained through April's perception and like her sort of like direct involvement with being the head of this movement versus
You're
the
right.
head of this movement.
I did get really frustrated when she kept escalating it with the other side, and just where she could have been focusing on the right things. And she even like said that at some point. She's like, I should not have done this.
Yeah.
But I got swept away, and it's just made everything worse and bigger.
Yeah, she started acting on her feelings.
Yeah.
But that's what they do, you know. That's
And then like I know it was like the point of it, but like she doesn't know anything to be deciding like the Carls are great. They're good. Like you don't know. You found one. Like you know anything about these. Like maybe you're right. I hope you're right, but like how do you know? Like
That, yeah, it took a while. Like it was, I have that page marked too, like towards the end of the book, where she's like, actually, what about bias? Like, what? Yeah, what if I'm not right?
they're actually good.
Yeah,
Because they made that guy grape jelly, and then she was like, "What if they're bad?" And I was like, "Well, time."
At the same time, though, this crazy thing happened, and I think she kind of realized that they could be bad. And I shouldn't say it, but like I think she just wanted to help like calm everybody down and give people like that thing to follow, or that idea to follow.
now dovetailing a little bit. This was probably like the biggest gasp moment for me in the whole book.
Yes.
The jelly.
The not the jelly, the fact that when she found out that her agent was also Peter's agent.
Jennifer called him backstabber.
That was like, I was like, oh my God. And that, but like that was such an effective twist. But then I was like, that absolutely sounds like something an agent would do.
Yep. Yeah, no, it sounds legitimate. Like it's all just a game, you know, and that's the ultimate player. It's not the people who think that they're the players of the game. It's the people backing them. So yeah, that was a shocker for me too.
I would I feel like I don't have a lot of experience in the agent world, just like slight dabbling, but I feel like that's not. I feel like as soon as I found out it was a thing, I wasn't like, how dare she? I was like, that makes sense.
Yep.
That said, if there are any agents watching, I have a YouTube channel and it's pretty good. And, like and subscribe. But, the grape jelly thing was that
so random, and it didn't come from anywhere, right? Like,
Mm-mm.
okay, I couldn't remember if she like mentioned grape jelly at any time before that happened.
well, one thing I was interested in, and the grape jelly was part of this, was how the robots or the Carls or the aliens or whatever use so many like human references, like a lot of the clues, the whole dream world. There's Freddie Mercury songs.
So they
like,
did their
a lot of
research.
songs. Grape jelly is just one of those things. It's like that's an earthly thing.
Yeah. Like alien goop. It was like, we know this, and this is a very human American thing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say Freddie Mercury was playing in my head almost constantly the entire I would find myself whistling it while I was doing dishes and stuff because of that.
Well, you followed the instructions. You didn't stop him now.
The day I finished it, we were listening to the radio and Call Me Maybe came on, and I had finished it before Adam, and I wanted so badly to tell him how cool that was, and I couldn't.
Yeah, it was fun how like music, really interesting choices played a role in it throughout.
Yeah, why grape jelly? It wasn't ever answered, but to me, it was just one of those like, we just picked something from your world and did a thing with it.
And like you just made me think about it, but like these aliens did a ton of research into like human culture and everything, a lot like our other Carl book this year.
Yeah, that's like, it was like scratching that. I was like, what is this reminding me of? And that's it. It was Dungeon Crawler Carl, where like they're just like sort of picking like that's it. You did it. Oh, okay. I can relax now, because it was like, what is this reminding me of?
Well, I didn't read that one, so I can't relate to that one. But I remember thinking it was fun because I've got this like weird mystery dream, right? And like one of the first things that isn't that mystery lobby is like an Arby's. And I'm cool.
Yeah, I loved the dream, like the different architecture and different buildings and going through it and trying to figure things out. And I don't know if anybody else thought this, but the part in the dream where she goes as far as you can go and then she sees the plane, there is this random scene that I remember from the first season of Lost, where I think, and I can't remember who's having a dream. It's either like John Locke or somebody else in Lost that's having a dream, and a plane flies over, and it's just this like really eerie moment in the show, and that's all I could picture with the plane in the dream. So I'm like, that's not supposed to be there. Like it's really unusual for there to be anything else, and so I thought it was so creepy and awesome.
I also love the dream.
Yeah.
And I thought the concept of the dream and the concept of like everybody sharing this common goal and having to work together and having to like borrow from different cultures and languages and like needing those parts to solve it was just wonderful. And like kind of wish we had something like that in real life for humanity to work towards. But then of course we'll have some people section off and be like,
it would be similar.
Answers.
He already wrote what happened.
but yeah, I it was like, for me, it gave me like Piranesi, is like pop culture Piranesi vibes was the dream, because it was like this sort of like fantasy version, but it was like, like we just got an Arby's next to a church, next to a like, then you walk far enough and you're at just an endless field of grass. And the airplane gave me that sort of eerie Lost vibes as well. And I just like, oh hi, I just really want to I want to have that. It'd be cool if we could all dream the same thing. Maybe not some of the nightmare stuff, but like, it'd be interesting. shared dream experiences.
Mhm.
Like when they were,
and big team group puzzle solving. Like I liked that it forced community, right? Like it forced people to work together. That was really cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
yeah, and then
The infectious aspect was interesting.
Yes.
That it was like literally, was it like, what was it, airborne? Was it airborne?
I think so.
yeah, and they found a way to they did fMRIs and found out the brains were different, and
it,
they
like,
found out a way
changed.
to didn't they find a way to like suppress it as well?
I don't think so. I know there was a community of people who hadn't been affected, and like nobody was allowed in or
Yeah,
out.
they like walled them off. One
Yeah.
big escape room.
Yeah, they were like quarantined at one point. I wish they'd had more of the neuro behind it. Like the I mean, I understand, not like detail, but like they mentioned the fMRI and I was like,
So what was different? Yeah.
I know, like I like the, and you can't really tell a lot from an fMRI, and I understand like why, you know, they used what they used, but it would have been really neat to have some understanding of, I guess, like what was going on neurologically for that to happen. I'm not saying it had to be feasible or realistic, but that would have been fun to explore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then we could have actually maybe recreated it in real life if we knew what was causing it. But this is something that I thought about with Adrian, was like, you know, how she was starting to have to go to sleep on demand and stuff. Like, oh, if it was up to me and I was in that position, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like, if does it work when you take sleeping medicine? Because that's probably the only way. Like, if I was that excited to like, oh, I'm so close to figuring out, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I found myself being jealous that they wake up completely refreshed too. Like I never, even when I don't have like crazy SSRI dreams, like I never wake up completely refreshed.
yeah, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
You wake up already exhausted.
Yeah.
Maybe she's still young. April is, you know,
Yeah.
she's a young person. Who's there? Alex, take 3.
I am having a bad. Okay,
We just
this is gonna be like the one where we had 50 Kathys, except there's gonna be no.
Kathy's on Ethernet, but I also have a slightly better service now because my apartment contracted with Spectrum,
nice.
which surprisingly ended up a better deal for me, substantially cheaper. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
What about the hand?
The hand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Carl Jr.
He was so cute.
Okay, so I have this crazy story. So my first year in grad school at LSU, I was in a minor-ish bike crash, and I thought the next day, like I couldn't find my keys. It was a couple of days later. I was trying to go back to work, and I couldn't find my car keys. It's like, what is, like, I was worried, do I have like brain damage or something? Like I can't find my keys. I always put them in the same place. And I found them later because I heard jingling inside the bottom of the couch, like the thing, like the fabric that's like a little hammock that my roommate's kitten tore a hole in and like to go up in there and hide stuff. And I felt it, and it was my keys, and I never would have found them. But that is when the hand was inside the bottom of the couch. I was like, I know this story. That's really crazy.
Yeah, I can absolutely feel that mesh black material that like covers the bottom of the chair. That we also have had animals eat
Yeah.
through. Kira, you're gonna have to explain this to me because I will try it tonight. But the hand.
my favorite lines from this book, where I audibly like laughed out loud, was when I don't remember exactly how he phrased it, but the hand was like running away, and they were like, it ran away at full speed, or maybe full speed. I don't know. And I was just like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, came at me on all 5s.
All 5.
But the hand caught a bullet, or like pushed her away, caught a bullet, and then like kind of messed with her a little bit when she tried to communicate with it.
Yeah. Was anybody watching Wednesday at the same time as reading this book? Because I was, and it was kind of funny.
Jennifer said.
Oh, yep.
Legacy was Thing.
Yep.
My students today, I'm teaching these second year med students. They're in like a neuro block right now. And we have like a small group thing where I walk them through all these cases. And they were talking about something when I walked in today. And it's a kind of dementia, and I don't remember the name of it or anything, but it's basically where your hand, they were talking about the thing from the Addams Family, because like your hand sort of has a mind of its own. And so it will do things, without them sort of realizing. And so that's really funny that you guys brought it up as well, because they were talking about the exact same thing.
Wow.
Oh, she explained the breathing.
Okay. Breathe in through your silent through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After breathing in, hold your breath for a count. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Breathe out forcefully through your mouth for a count of 8, making a whoosh sound as if that's made it easier. That sounds like intense. That's supposed to help you sleep?
You got to try it.
Okay, I'll try it.
Around, so. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try that.
I have to write that down. I feel like I'm going to stress out.
Here, take a picture of it.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it.
But don't try it done with book club.
I won't try it now.
Sleep.
But the hand was interesting because it only came off of Hollywood Carl and it disappeared on all the other Carls. And were we led to believe at the end that like Hollywood Carl was the only real Carl and all the
Yes.
other ones were sort of projections?
Yeah. I think they like said that.
Holograms?
Yeah. But they were some kind of like realistic hologram that people could touch, because they were like, they would have figured out really quick that they could like push through those or something.
Yeah, and you needed, they all needed to have gold touching them at the end.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, all of them. Yeah, you're right.
I just loved the hand part, because it's like when they put all the stuff and they like solve the elements and they're like, let's get this rare element and like do the thing. And it was like so climatic. And then it was just like, nope, his hand fell off and ran away. Like, hold on.
And it ran into somewhere that
The
you think is
magic
going to
castle.
play a role in it, and it doesn't at all. And it's just like some random place that it ran in.
They were like, seems legit. We let it inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a magician's guild or something, right?
Yeah.
You can only be a magician there. And there was like a half a moment there where I was like, oh, is there magic in this world? Is there like, but then I realized it was just like entertainment magicians.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, not like Harry Potter wizards or anything. But what was I gonna say? The elements. I am you. I was convinced that it was going to be some Twilight Zone-y thing about how the Carls were April all along, kind of like Sphere. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So the first time I read it, I thought it was like, I am you. And I was like, it's from the future.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh,
it-
yeah.
spoiler alert, it's just they turn stuff to grape jelly and then like the end of the book is there. But I was like, it's people. And they were like, actually, it wants elements. And I was like, or that too. Probably.
Or chemistry. Yeah.
I was like, at least they thought of that.
Yeah, it just turned out to be the elements, and then didn't have any sort of deeper meaning than that. So I was just disappointed that I am you wasn't some like Twilight Zone-y twist, like like you were saying, because that's what I wanted it to be, and I wanted to be right, but I wasn't. But we never did find out what happens when they get uranium, did we?
I don't think so.
Because they just did the iodine and americum.
That
Mhm.
one
Whoa.
right there. Do it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alex, you mentioned the ending happened. Do we want to talk about the ending?
Well, yeah, we probably should talk about the ending.
So let's see. Tip M on Discord said, "Part of my rant, but you can't just say your story has just started and then kill her off on the next freaking page. This is an outrage. Mongo is appalled."
Don't upset Mongo. Yeah, the ending. So
And then Adrian Lamb said, "Do you like the ending? Follow up, do you think it needs a sequel? I know it has one. I just think the way it ended was great, and I love the semi-ambiguity."
So the ending, to me, I like the ending of this book. She got brained by a flaming wood.
Yeah.
But then you had this like Captain Sisko moment.
You probably need to explain that. a little more.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, you're actually.
And then where she's kind of she's in the dream. She's not dead, and they're like, your story's just beginning. Maybe a year from now, maybe yesterday.
Except with DS9, we didn't actually like that was the end.
That was the ending.
Get more.
But and then we got Andy's point of view, and I thought it was a nice wrap up. And then you have the to make more references that people may or may not get. Basically, the ending of Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993, where the Mario Brothers chilling in their apartment. Daisy, it's like,
yeah.
Mario, Luigi, we need you, and they're like, suit up, let's go. And then we never got a sequel to that because the movie didn't perform well.
Yeah.
I really like the ending, and I feel like if there wasn't a sequel, I would be fine. But I'm really, really excited to read the sequel. But
Yeah.
you mentioned Andy's chapter. I loved that they gave Andy like a little bit of room to talk, and I thought that was a really lovely way to wrap things up. I don't know. It felt right.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need us. There are questions that are unanswered, but I don't like. I thought it was a nice like. Oh, okay. There's a
Yeah.
sequel. Cool.
Yeah, I felt the same way as you guys. Like, really enjoyed it. Thought it could have, stayed at that point and I'd have been fine. I'm really enjoying the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jeff, are you sure those fiber gummies?
the things.
Sorry, what?
I was wondering if Jeff was really on fiber gummies. There's a 1.5 short story.
Ooh.
What? I didn't know that.
What?
I did not know that.
Good.
What did everybody else think of the ending? What did
I think I liked it for what it was, but I appreciate the story better having read the second one, just because even though I enjoyed the marketing and building a brand, like that whole aspect of this book, I was more interested in the sci-fi aspect, and we learned essentially nothing about the Carls in the first book.
Yeah.
And there were very little about the dream. And there was more to be learned on both of those ends in book 2, plus a lot of other stuff. Yeah.
So the sci-fi folks, it's worth reading more because you get
Definitely.
the answers you
Yeah.
craved in the first
Yeah.
book, and not just a story about somebody dealing with their YouTube.
It's like you have to keep up with it, at least for me, or you have to keep with it. Like for me, it could have been essentially shortened by at least a third. Like the first half was super slow for me, and then all of a sudden, like Alex promised, once things start happening, they keep happening, and they really do. Like about halfway, it's like an oh shit moment, and then things just keep happening, and it's really.
You mean in the first book or the second
the
one?
second one?
Okay, because I haven't needed to get halfway and have really liked
Yeah,
it.
I mean it's interesting, but
Yeah, and
Just a lot of
within that doesn't
backstory.
give anything away, but it's obviously voiced to other people. And so I really also enjoyed, Andy having a voice at the end. And so it's nice hearing from other people in this second one. And then also, I think there's also creative ideas that have been introduced that feel new to me. Like things that I've not come across before that are very intriguing. And so it's a lot of fun. I will say it's been a quick, fun, or at least quick for me, fun read. It'll still take me a minute to finish it, but yeah, really enjoyable.
And
Well,
I haven't read a lot of First Contact, so I know to say that this is normal or not normal. But for the ones I have, it's like a very different approach to First Contact.
Yeah.
Like when you get more information on the Carls, I'm like, that's pretty different than literally anything else I've ever read.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a good, like, unique approach to, okay, if there was aliens, what would they be like?
Yes, which I always really appreciate when people do those kinds of like thought experiments. Like if anybody's read further on in the Ender's Game books and you sort of think about these ideas of like other alien species or civilizations that might exist and how do they operate, how might it happen where it's not what we're used to. And I really like that. like an alien clay, like we sort of talked about in Alien Clay. So yeah, I really like those thought experiments. So this was a new one for me.
One question I had about the Andy chapter was that he mentioned that he read her book, and then like wrote his chapter after reading it. When is Andy writing this like far in the future? Like, does he already know that is like he's writing this at the same time April's writing it? He knows April's back and all that. Like he's or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was like, did he read the part where April described her own death? Because that'd be weird. If he just like sort of, but I guess we got to read the second book.
I like people's comments about the different aliens, like Adrian talking about the different aliens in Old Man's War, and then Carrie mentioning the 3-body problem. Yeah, because it's all focused on how humanity is responding. It's also sort of like problem solving, right? Like in really amazing, creative ways. That's very cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Kat? I guess in hindsight, now y'all are talking about like the sci-fi aspect of it. I guess I need to read the second book because I do want to know the answers to those questions. But I don't know if I was disappointed that we didn't get much of it in this book. Like I think I was maybe kind of surprised that the book did kind of focus on her like dealing with stardom and celebrity more than like the science fiction of who, what,
Instead
why.
of the aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was mostly like, like they would have this big thing come up and she's like, yeah, I did some more TV interviews that day. And I'm like, what? Why aren't you like doing this other thing? Why aren't we trying to like answer the question? Like all of them were kind of like, oh yeah, we just didn't really get into the dream, I guess. I'm like, what?
Yeah, or when they'd like do stuff and they'd be like, maybe we should have told the government we were going to do this. I was like,
Yeah.
you should have.
Yeah.
So it's probably something that the president should handle, not.
Yeah, or at least know about. Like,
Yeah.
not be surprised on YouTube with everybody else.
Yes. Well, and she promised she was gonna let them know before she did anything, and she lied.
Yeah.
She just can't help herself.
And maybe I don't know, like not to get like political, but like the government in this book was a little bit different than real life. Where I'm like, because for me it's like thinking about like, oh, like the government, like you get onto this thing and like now the government's like, we want to know this stuff. I'm like, I don't trust you. Like this was a president that April clearly like liked and respected, which makes a difference. Oh no, Kitty, get down.
Hello.
But yeah, April was just going at her own speed, and she didn't care about who she told or who knew what. And that bothered me. It was like an episode of Three's Company, where it's like just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like why didn't you tell anybody about the hand in your room?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the hand did tell her not to.
True.
That's true.
Or getting shot in your room.
Okay, she should have mentioned that. But like the president knew about that.
They did know that.
Yeah. But she still didn't tell anybody else. A couple of things we haven't talked about. I really liked April's parents and also I guess Hank Green's parents.
Were they based on Hank's parents?
Yeah, he said his were exactly like hers in that they were always just really supportive of anything that she wanted to do, even when all of her friends' parents like were like outraged that their kids were doing the same thing she was.
Now, did Hank Green's parents also like come up with a revolutionary way to milk cows?
It didn't mention that, but maybe because that was a pretty specific detail.
It was very specific.
It was just very well thought out plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, the parents were super supportive and just like cool about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really love that.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
then another thing in the acknowledgments or the thank yous at the end, your favorite person got a shout out.
Hugh Howey.
Hugh Howey did. Yeah, Graveyard Neko noticed, and I noticed when I read it. She said, just finished and found this little nugget at the end in the thank yous. It all comes back to Hugh Howey.
Listen,
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Hugh
just
Howey is
Oh.
living the dream.
I was gonna say I just finished Wool. It was the first time I'd read it, and so I've got is Silo the next one that's on whatever one's the next one is in my Libby wait list.
Dust and
Shift.
Shift are the next two. I don't know which one is.
I think Shift is the next one.
The whole thing is Silo. That's right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I listened to it on audiobook and it was great, and so I'm waiting for the next one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hugh Howey doing the Lord's work, you know, giving old Hank Green some feedback.
Also, I'd love
Wow.
to have the same friends as Hank Green because he also mentioned Patrick Rothfuss and
Well, you know, Hank Green's not nobody.
well,
Hank and John are the Vlog brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and they
I don't know who
basically
are.
like they were some of like early YouTube stars. They were on the cusp of it all, so much so that they're the ones that run VidCon out in Anaheim, California. They're the ones that's the Greens that run that whole convention. Which if you go to it, that's I mean, everything that you hate about like TikTok culture and influencers is all there.
Really.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know and still don't know much about Hank Green or his brother.
Yeah, Hank was already YouTube famous long before he wrote this book.
I know one of them wrote this book, and I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then the other one wrote a lot of books.
Okay.
Yeah, and aren't these the guys that went to like Indian Springs? Like, aren't they from Alabama?
oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, cool.
I think they are, or at least went to Indian Springs. I know some people board at Indian Springs, so maybe that's part of it. But I'll
I
also say I always like for a first book as well, because this book was his first one, right? Hank Green. I'm always like pretty impressed when it's a well put together first book because
Yeah.
everybody has growing pains. Okay,
That's fine.
I didn't make that up. Okay.
So I went to Indian Springs. How about that? Boarding school.
Interesting.
I think they went to different schools.
Yeah, so Hank Green's Wikipedia page said that he was born in Birmingham, but his family soon moved to Orlando where he was raised.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like John went to boarding school, and now they're in like Montana and Indianapolis. So like they've been around.
When I read this, I was sure that was a dinosaur.
The Tuberculosaurus.
I was like at first I thought it was Tuscaloosa or something, but then I see you know
Oh
what
yeah, it does. Yeah.
you know what you mean.
It's TB,
TB.
Yeah, TV.
not the Tuberculosaurus.
Yeah, the Tuberculosaurus. My brain automatically filled in those letters.
Oh yeah, John Green is did he write All in Our Stars?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know of that book.
John Green's books are like why I mean like that's how I've kind of envisioned them, right?
It's like
Is that right?
Mandy Moore movies, basically.
Okay. That
Yeah.
helps.
Well, cool. Well, look at that. We made it to the hour mark.
Oh, we got an announcement.
We do have an announcement.
It's not going to be a surprise
It's not a
because
surprise.
it's been winning since like the first hour of the book poll.
But we have the winner of the book poll is
Oh, Hollow Kingdom.
Hollow Kingdom.
I thought you were going to like put up a thing.
I don't have a thing. Hollow Kingdom, yay!
Oh, hey, and if y'all are interested in that 1.5 short story, Kristen actually already added it to the Discord group for an absolutely remarkable thing.
Nice.
So thank you so much. That's awesome. I know a lot of people are going to read that. I'm going to read it.
Nice. Yeah. What final thoughts on it? Absolutely. I feel like we sort of scratched the surface here. I feel like we could have gotten a whole lot deeper with this book. So much happened that we didn't really sort of pick it apart. But a lot going on in this book.
I feel the same. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to read the second book. I guess we're going to have to read it to find out. See if he's in the analysis.
You. Yeah. So, anybody, you change your mind? Did you say, I'm not going to do this? Cool. And then,
Your mic is going out, I think. I
My mic out? Oh, no.
Join the club. Everything's crashing.
Hello? Testing?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
better.
Oh, hi.
And Jeff is doing a shout out for Short Story Club. Oh, cool. So
Spooky
make sure to
month.
check that out. That's on Discord as well.
So, yeah, October is Spooky Month. It's Hollow Kingdom. This month, however, we are reading Earthsea,
A Wizard of Earthsea
A Wizard of Earthsea.
by Ursula K. Le Guin. So I'm excited. This will be my first of hers, other than the short story we
Don't-
read in Short Story
Don't
Club.
eat that. Don't eat that.
But she likes it.
Don't eat my headphone, Kate. Stop it.
This is the wild, sweet one.
Yeah, watch what happens every time I try to pet her.
Oh my goodness.
She's purring.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god.
Every time. It's just me.
But read the second book because I want to talk about the thing that I really want to talk about.
I want to talk about it. I haven't put any comments in the Discord yet because I was scrolling back through your
Yeah.
guys' conversation on it, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna read the whole thing and then I'll go back and read it.
Yeah.
That'll be better than me trying to be like on page 87, and you'll be like, ugh. So it's way. So
Yeah,
I'll just
that's
let
the
it-
annoying thing is that there's no chapter numbers.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just the names, and so I'll bombard you at work tomorrow. But
Yeah.
then also when
I
I finish the
won't be
book,
there
I'll-
tomorrow. I'm working from home. Wait,
Oh,
this
for
is being
heaven's sake.
recorded.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. And so, maybe by the time I see you again, I'll have finished. But I'll be vocal on there.
Nice. And if y'all are reading the second book, there is a extra thread in the Discord for an absolutely remarkable thing. It's like I don't know how to actually find it other than just scrolling through, and it's like in there.
Like if you open like I always get the words wrong, but if you open the book thing, I don't know if that's the channel or the thread, I don't remember, but if you open that for like an absolutely remarkable thing, at the top there's like a little spool.
Yeah, it's a thread.
That's the thread.
It's like you can click on pins, you can click on thread. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a thread in it, and once you're sort of in it, it will stay popped up in the menu. So it'll like I can go in there and find the beautifully foolish.
Yeah. If it's active, so I think maybe once it's active again. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. I feel like there were like over 40 posts on it already when I was looking today. So
Yeah.
It's the Kathy show in there right now.
Well, it hasn't been for a while because I finished it like a couple weeks ago.
I'll contribute soon, but not yet.
I'm watching our cats dive bomb each other. Literally flew off the top of the couch and landed on the other cat. Discord. There's text channels and there's voice channels, and I think the Short Story Club discussion happens in a voice channel.
Yeah.
But
it's
text.
So it's not like the Facebook, if you missed a month, you can like go back and watch it. The Discord like doesn't get saved. So like if you miss the live chat, it's just gone.
Just gone.
but
It's like-
the channels for each individual book does get saved. So you can see the text. You just can't see any of the actual like live discussions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Any other?
Dates. So we're meeting back here next Wednesday, the 10th, for a.
Club meeting,
Well, we were gonna call it something else, weren't we?
club hangout.
Clean up hangout, yeah. And then 2 weeks later, on the 24th, we're going to be talking about A Wizard of Earthsea.
Look at that. And dates are there. Those are set.
I just said that.
Yeah, but we just changed a bunch of them. Like,
Well, yeah, we're
just
gonna
keep an eye
try
out.
to not change.
Yeah, we're gonna try to not change things. I don't foresee any reason to have to change these upcoming dates. It was just kind of a thing this time.
It
It's
was
not like a bad thing.
We all rolled with it. Like it was.
Yeah,
And
and
thanks
we
for
really
rolling with it.
appreciate that.
I had an improv showcase last night that
Ooh,
I'm taking improv classes.
Yeah, you did great.
that's
But,
awesome.
Feels like Wednesday this week today, so it was fine.
That's
It
right.
does.
You're right. Today's Thursday, Wednesday, so it's okay.
But yeah, so thanks everybody for rolling with
Mhm.
the date changes.
Oh, and welcome, Cindy.
Hey!
You made it.
Yay!
Cats being
Cats.
destructive.
They're being cats.
What are you doing? Gosh. Oh, she's stalking the other one.
It's okay.
Cats, man. And I'm super allergic. Every time they get like just a little claw in me, it looks like a bug bite.
Mm.
Does that happen to anybody else?
Mm-mm. That happens to me, and I'm not allergic.
Well, maybe you
I'm
are
not super allergic.
Because these little cats have little needle claws, and they're just if they're on you and they start to slip or something, they're like,
Yep.
Jeff,
Okay.
you should definitely take improv classes.
Yeah. Oh, you can go to the same place he's going.
Yeah.
It's an awesome community.
If anybody's interested, improv class isn't just for, oh my God, get off the computer. Improv class is not just for like comedians or actors or whatever. Like, oh my God.
She really loves computers.
You could it's just a good way to like, exercise some creativity, get into a community and get out of your head some. It's been good for me. So if you're in the Birmingham area, it's Faraway Theater. It's my plug. FarawayBham.com. And you can sign up for classes. They have some drop-in classes you could do. They have just some like non-committal, like non-performance showcase related classes, or you can go through the whole like performance curriculum, which goes from 101 to 501. And I just graduated from 201. So
Ooh.
anyway, that's my little plug, and it's taught by some cool people who were trained in like UCB and Groundlings and stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's very
improv.
cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it.
That's it. What a absolutely remarkable thing that was. Well, thanks to Kathy, Alex, and Marianne for joining us on this fun live discussion. If you are interested in participating on camera for future live discussions and or club hangouts, there is a pinned sign-up sheet that Kira made, and
In the
it is
Discord.
in the Discord in the announcements channel. It's pinned. It's at least there.
I don't
know
think
if
it's pinned, but it's pretty close to the bottom.
but it's at least there. So if you want to sign up, please go sign up and save me the embarrassment of reaching out at the last minute to say who wants to be on the live stream today. So there's it's kind of first come first served, I think. But yeah, there's a sign up sheet. It's an Excel sheet or a Google sheet. I think.
Yeah, I think it's a Google sheet.
But yeah, anyway, so go sign up and I'll get in touch with you. But for all of us here at Literarily Wasted,
Yeah.
that does it. Bye, everybody.
Bye.